Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We're getting into what feels like the next section of the main scenario quest. We're gonna see how much of a section it is. Still kind of related to the things we've been doing out here and such, but also have the name of a new place here behind you in one of the quests. So we will see how that progresses. An envoy for Ishgard. We're going. This seems eager to set forth for Gridania. That's the plan. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. You must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Alright. The gates of judgment is outside, I guess. That's fine. Go to the middle. Take the trip here. Have we cleaned up the giant pillar that was on the road over there? Probably. It's probably fine. Other side of the gates. Can't exactly just fly over there or anything. Okay, keep pressing steps. Yep. Okay. Now over here. See anything back that way? I'll just fly here for a second. We're waiting to get going that way, but well, we can't see anything right now. It is currently snowing very significantly. This just goes this way. It goes that way. Here's part of the bridge. And it's gonna stop us eventually here. Probably gets us to another snowy bit. And this is kind of off to the side. That doesn't actually connect on that map. Oh. It is an interpretation of things, I suppose. Let's just keep going with the quest here. No need to worry about that. I don't think we can fly through this gate either. Go around. Go through the top. Alright. Let's see who's coming with us as the envoy. Take a wild guess. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Yep. Not, I concede, that there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, could I in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Reasonable. To Camp Dragonhead. And by to Camp Dragonhead, I mean they're going to go to Camp Dragonhead, and then we're going to teleport to Camp Dragonhead. It's something. It's something. Okay. Let's see how things are looking over here. There's a couple guys. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me? I think you may see a familiar face. Yep. Madeleine is here. I think, oh boy. How wonderful to see you, and Sir Imric too. But do we owe these unexpected pleasures? I have some mulled wine brought from the kitchens at once, if you'll excuse. Nope, don't got time for that. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honwant. We shall soon be on our way. See a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. We're going to a meeting. Envoy and all that. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to a to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. Shall also be sure to communicate these villains to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. So you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Alright. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. Oh, a little bit, maybe. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt. And with a little help from the veterans and Hona's ceaseless chiding, sure I'll muddle through. So we're not, old boy. Off to Gordani with you. Yep. Pressing forwards, as we always do. Britannia. They're already there. Call. So, over here. Covering the quest. This. Not too much. Eric. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions. I find that I am as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when first I laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. Unlikely. Problems. An allied decision. They're gonna give us a piece of food. Xeric's ready to attend the council. Seeing as we are to have an escort to the lowest stand. Pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Indeed. Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Let's put on our guard. Go. Altar. Second 2. Okay. In we go. Meeting time. Envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you and the limousine party as well. Eh, not last. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Imric. Emerald, always a pleasure. And I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. You hear me? Master Artich, I was glad to hear from Rill the missing scions have now been found. One thing's gone, mostly well. There's much more I will discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Yep. Okay. Off and over. Sincere. Jaraman.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seetsia. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
Okay.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defenses seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
We will see. That the Council is able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself, and I hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Hopefully. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. Amric. It's Amric. Okay. Master Alphino, it's a pleasure always. And Mistress Anse, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Part of the interruption, I'd hoped to thank Artif for serving as our escort before other duties called him away. I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. So most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. While I did my duty, Sir Amric, the Empire is an enemy to us all. We are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Okay. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always be making a speech out of everything? That's how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Ren's Toll, Yugiri? Oh. Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. Curious to know how Paplimo and Ida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at Belsar's Wall. I'll join you at the Rising Stones anon. Okay. Back to base, essentially. Revenant's Toll. We didn't specifically say that we were going to be just immediately heading to the defense or anything. So anything could happen. Welcome back, Mystic. I don't know about you, but I'm heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. Reasonable. That said, people have been known to change. If my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Dimension. Rate. Skill speed. Doesn't even matter. Give me a thing. I also do have the wide up Umbrina minion here. We can pop that. Add it to the storage there. All sorts of stuff just flying in and out here. Griffin on the wall. Essay seems eager to discuss the council's decision with the other scions. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. Brother and the others will not be long. Rising Stones. Enter. You are returned from the council. What of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? Just briefly. My apologies, friends. Trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Literally moments. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryle. How's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru's keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I'm certain she'll make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision? Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Orzian Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. Now, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I would like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Yet you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There's a network of tunnels beneath Belsar's Wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations, familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It's been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Levelers? I'll turn the East Shroud, stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might prevail upon you to accompany me, Artich. Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? I can do that. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. Suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Depending on how the tunnels and such are, might be a little bit large for an infiltration mission. Giant armor, even gianter spear. It's a whole thing. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray tend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Balzar's wall, and should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. Alright. Go see how things are going. Hawthorne's Hut. It's over there. See what we're working with here. See what we're working with. Okay. I see. There you are. Come. Access's spire awaits. Alliance officers on the platform should be able to appraise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. I'm about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say, 12 watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alphino. We'll have the griffin by the scuff of the neck before you know it. To make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? It's best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Paplimo. I'll shake whatever needs shaken. The talking part, I leave to you. Negotiations. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Ah, some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Alright. To the spire. We'll fly to the spire. Oh. Gunblades. Is the Gunbreaker quest or something? I don't know. Over here, there's a fate happening nearby. Surface camp. Alright. How's everything looking so far? Welcome, Warrior Light. Assuming you're here to speak with our commanding officers. You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Okay. Up. Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. Oh, Pippin. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see? And instead of you might help remind them why we bothered. Hilda. Memory sirs, I have not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. It's quite the time. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. All had been quiet. It's on fire now. Report? What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible. We gave no such order. Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Oh, that's not great. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supporters to slip into Alamigo. You could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorza, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. I think we must make for the wall at once. Yep. What, just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They'll emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It'll be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid this skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that... something of a plan, at least. Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? Ha! I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. Let's prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Alright. Let's see. Got some destroyed Magitech armors and stuff. The Griffin and all their fake outfits. Forward, comrades! Time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free no matter the cost. Just a full-on attack here. My goodness. What a mess. And the actual location of this, over towards Custom Orleans. Let's just go to the South Strand. That's where the wall actually is. It's towards Urbania. Let's go to the Black Shroud. Somewhere. Goes to Thanalan. Goes to Kurthus. We just not have the connection yet. At any rate, that's kind of over that way. It's off the world. Let's see. Let's see what we're doing. It's all the way up there, too. From what Paplimo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces, to make straight ways for the tunnels, and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble upon into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way. The time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Alright. Once you are free of the tunnels, make for your position with all due haste. If everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Quite the mess. Up there, huh? Easier said than done, I'm sure. Milsar's Wall, now accessible. Duty support. Alright. Some duty support. Sword. Milsar's Wall. Yeah, Sun Marauder, Conjurer, and Thaumaturge come with us, I guess. Actually, I'm level 230. What are we currently at? 237. Is that a requirement or a recommendation? Register. Comments. We need to get better equipment. We've gotten all our best equipment from new things. Anyways. Black Shroud, Belsar's Wall. We have plenty of defenses coming in here. Nothing we can't manage, though. Just running straight to it. Alright. We'll use one of our food buff items. Why not? Keep the inventory usage lowered. There's more tombstones, too. What are we doing on that? 1,300? That's alright. Alright. And now there's you. Cohort Thanks. The crazy dog things. Doomspike. Doomspike. Something over there, that's fine. And finally, put the reinforcement here. Yep. Seems like. Stacked upon each other, it's fine. I'm gonna just keep on having them mostly in a line here. A bit. Also has a line straight through AoE kind of thing. Whether or not it's worth it to get some of the other buffs going while we're just spamming Doomspike. That is a question. Doomspike. It's all about positioning here, too. Advance. Go. Big ol' thrust there. Good. Okay, security terminal. We need a key. That makes sense. Open the gate. I'm sure these are no good. Right, we don't get the extra bonuses. It's all combo and things. Thunder. Nope. Another identification key. really need to stop bringing these out for us to open all the doors. It's their fault, really. Alternatively, we could just fly over. Magitech Predator. Scrap metal. Oh. There's that. This. Everything. Reinforcements. Laser blast. All very manageable. Rockets. Also fine. Stay over there. Tank attack. Don't worry about that. As long as we're not standing in it. Yep. A little bit of healing. There we go. Cool. Yep. That. More reinforcements, more rockets. Just kind of get hit by rockets. It's pretty much fine. There you go. Some treasure. Some tombstones. Some 245 little stuff. I guess nothing forbidden. Healing, maiming. These are actually better. Filibuster's heavy boots of maiming. +2. And 1 strength. Take every bonus we can get here, honestly. Let's actually get some useful stuff. Continuing further up to the armory. Panel. Switch. What's the switch do? Starts us moving. And we'll be attacked. Go to a different spot then get. Nope. There we. Even more things are coming in. And bigger guy too. There's a limit to the number of guys we hit with this. All enemies. I'll take it. Some enemies. That completes that part. We have even more piles of guys throwing at us. Look at these. Seems like. Why are there? What now? Yep. Just a couple of giant Magitech Colossuses. Well, that's fine. We're going over here. Is it over? Is it dump a whole bunch more guys on us? It's more guys. Oh. We're moving. Oh, there's even more guys. Inspect. One claw down. It's probably the first one. Some of the slashers down. Inspect. 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 The enemy's falling. Alright. Next section. Treasures here. Ring of Casting. Not gonna help us too much right now. That's alright. Seems like. Oh. That should take Vanguards. Do one. Do those tanks. Is that it? Get these out of here. Oh. Yep. What now? Something is going that direction. Really good. There we go. Slide right on in to the armored weapon. Definitely a name, I suppose. Okay. It's launching. Motion tracking activated. Sensor jamming. Extreme caution. It's a lamp. Bit laser grid. Oh. Okay. Look at all this. Don't stand in this while also not getting hit by a laser. Got it. Understandable. Great thing. Just tracking. Alright. Launch me up into the sky, so we're gonna do that while I was doing that. Appreciate it. whole bunch of stuff. Distress beacon. Let's slash this together. Let's blast everything down. There you go. More motion tracking. Something there. Yep, we're just in the sky and hit by this. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine. Structural integrity, compromise. Could have done without the swarm of the little ones. Yep. Variety of aiming. Pretty good there too. Carry on. You pick up anything? Any more cards? Just keep going forward. To the parapet. Let's clear it. Fire and mess over there. Reaper. Support guys. This gunship back here. I'm also just kind of ignoring for right now. Come on. Some treasure. Slaying. Blow this up. Not too much health. Hit a key. Security terminal right here. Incredibly secure. Very cool. Cool. Climb it up. And up more. Doom spike. Doom spike. Just hitting everybody. Having a good time. At least we're assuming it's hitting everybody. A lot of Doom spikes are popping up. A lot of numbers and effects and things. Let's go here. There's some fighting happening over there. See what we want to do about the Griffin's forces here too. Some loyalists. The Griffin soldiers. Looks like we were fighting them. I thought you were fighting everybody. Definitely not a joining forces kind of time here. As the case may be. Sword, lance. Matters not. Treasure. Cast. Not to spoil our moment. Death to the Empire. Yeah. this down to 2. Switch to single target. You down. If them blew that up, apparently. There's the griffin. Alright. What's your plan now? Here we go. The griffin. Mapped it. Give you a glorious end, warrior blight. Comes to or waits you at the far edge of fate. Scheming ends here. Peak of the griffin. Attack.
How'd you like these?
Flash pattern. Dodged it.
Sloppy.
Oh, Thaumaturge just got obliterated there. Probably got stunned. Well, it does not go as well for us, does it?
For Alamigo!
Lion's head. Fires are happening.
I have you now.
Fire in the middle.
Yeah.
Blade of the Griffin. Let's get rid of that.
How'd you like these?
Look at it. They're still dead over there.
Yeah!
So that's fine.
Sloppy.
He's back up.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Get the restraint collar off here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get all stacked up. Probably also a good plan. All the way over here.
Sloppy.
Hit, but not taken down. That's good.
Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo!
Hit in. Why is this stuff happening everywhere?
I have you now. Yeah.
Do the sword again.
How'd you like these?
More damage. Did we get it?
Yeah!
We got it. At least all the way over there. Chew.
Sloppy. Yeah.
About to finish it. Casting. String color.
Yeah.
Could take it down. That's an option.
Yeah. Sloppy.
Necessary limit break at the end there. Duty complete. And some tombstones. And some treasure. And second chance points. Take this sword. Very good. Very good.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
Oh. Oh no.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
They're not up for this. Oh, another one.
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Gods help us! What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Ralker,
Ah, boy.
grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ill bird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Aha!
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all! Ah!
So, primal eyes will be energy, despair, blood, crystals. Eyes.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timtamati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works. It is time to leave!
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go! The further away, the better!
No! If you're staying, then so am I!
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this! Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Trust Papalimo and leave on the airship. See Papalimo's sign. Stan. Yep.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Looks like the containment worked. Probably. But also for how long and... Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalimo was my friend. Should have been there with him. Know how you feel, but yeah. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Lissois wore that same look right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know all right, I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Never caught us off guard. Even Artic was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise you will never forget what Papa strove to protect or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Alright. And we get another brick orchestration roll. And experience and money. Yay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Take this. Leader of the band 3. Get many orchestration rolls. This was finest student. Despite the recent events have shaken Alphino to the core. That is fair. Just based on things that have happened. There's that. There is that. We're definitely going to need to deal with that at some point, obviously. But we'll see if that's going to be next time. Goodbye.